In this video, we're going to do three things. We are going to create a connection between a web page and a database. We are going to create a binding to use in that website, and then we will display database information on our web page. The first step in creating the connection between the database and the web page is opening up the database window inside of Dreamweaver. I do this by selecting my Window tab and choosing the Database option. This opens up the application window, which gives us several options. They're database, bindings, server behaviors, and components. To connect the database to the web page, I select the plus button. I'm going to choose a MySQL connection. The MySQL connection box comes up, and now you will fill this in. For connection name, I'm going to type CONN_animals in order to, that is a generic name that I create. The CONN is brief for connection. MySQL server. Now this is going to vary from website to website. For the website I'm demonstrating this on, I will use the term local host. Now, your web host provider will provide you your MySQL server name, your username, and password. In the last session, we created the database. Now, I'm going to enter my username, my password. I'm going to select the database, and once I do that, Dreamweaver then shows me the databases that are available to that user. The last session we created the database called animals. I will select that. Now I select OK. Once I've done that, I have a new connection between the website and the database. The next step is to create a binding. What a binding does, it is a connection on one page in the website to one specific table on the database. So I'm going to select my Bindings tab, and I'm going to select the plus button. I'm going to select Record Set. The Create Binding menu will come up, and I'm going to give it a name, RS Page Info. RS is for Record Set, and Page Info is just saying that this will be page information I'm going to display. Connection. I'm going to choose the connection I just created in the previous step, connection animal. Table. I have three tables I can choose from, animals, homepage, and users. For this particular example, I'm going to select homepage. Now columns, these are the fields that are in your database. I could select all, but in this case, all I want are the contents from the database. So I'm going to select a certain area, select content. I select OK. In doing so, I now have a contents connected to this particular page, which you'll notice is the index page for the website. Now it's very, very easy to display database information on this web page. In the Bindings menu, I drag over the contents and I let go. What happens is PHP code is written that will retrieve the database information and display that information on the website. If I look at my code, here's the code that's written. This simple code right here, it's very short, just one line is what displays the database information. But quite a bit of code is written earlier in the website, in the head of the website, that actually creates the connection. All right. Now, let's see if this works. We're going to preview this in the browser. It's asking me, do I want to save it? And yes, we do. We're going to say yes to all the files. We'll put the dependent files as well. And it may take a second. But now, if you'll notice, I have text. It says this is the animal home page. But if you were to see this web page inside of Dreamweaver, you'll see it says PHP code. So work through this, and in doing so, realize that it is pretty powerful. You are displaying database information on your website, and all of the code was written in Dreamweaver. Thank you.